Hey guys, on today's episode of House Talk, Rob and I are going to be talking about hydrojetting. What is it? How does it work? If you want to find out, stay tuned. We're talking about it today.
This is House Talk with Rob and Ray.
Hey Rob, brother, what's up?
How you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you know what? I got big plans.
Oh, big plans.
Yeah,
what are your big plans, Ray?
I got this drain. It keeps backing up at my house, and so, you know, I'm always hearing on the radio, I see on the TV, people talking about hydrojetting all the time, and so I'm going to do my own hydrojetting. I'm going to take this spray nozzle right here. You know, I know sometimes folks use this to water their yard or maybe wash their car. I'm going to tie this on the end of a hose, and I'm going to pressure this thing up, and I'm going to shove it down my sewer line, and I'm going to hydrojet that line.
And what you're going to do is get all wet, Ray. That's what you're going to do. You're going to take a shower.
And quite possibly make a bigger mess, right? It's hilarious because, I mean, I can't tell you how many times, you know, you've seen or heard of people fishing their hose down the line in hopes that it's going to clean that line out.
Trying to flush something out?
Yeah, flush it out, unplug it. It's not really quite how hydrojetting works, is it?
It is not. It is not.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
So,
what you got?
Hydrojetting right out the gate, first of all, we're not using a water hose.
Not using a water hose.
Not using a water hose. What kind of hose are we using?
It's called piranha hose, but it's it's high pressure water hose that'll hold pressure up to about 5,000 psi.
Oh,
So,
dang. Yeah. You hear about hoses, you just, they're pressured up and you drive across it and it ruptures, right?
Yeah.
Not this stuff.
No, not this stuff. And it's on a reel on the hydrojetter. The hose is about 500 feet long.
Yes. And I've seen it, you know, and folks, maybe you've seen it, where you see it pulled behind a van or a big truck and you see a roll and it's all spooled up. And this stuff is specifically made for this high pressure application.
Exactly, yeah. And the hydrojetting is a method for clearing the drains. You know, we have cable machines that have a cutter on the end of them for running through different drain lines, but you're cutting loose blockages or the obstruction. Where's that stuff once you've cut it loose?
Where's it going to go?
It's in the line. How do you get rid of the sludge, the grease, the sand, the silt?
Yeah.
That's what the hydrojetter's for. These nozzles are specifically designed, as you can see, most of the jets are on the back side of the jetter head.
This is where the hose connects.
This is where the hose connects,
Oh,
the high
wow.
pressure hose. You thread that onto the high pressure hose, and then the water actually coming out through these jets on the back side of that hydrojet nozzle.
And how much pressure, Rob, would you guesstimate coming out of those jets?
You can adjust the pressure, but average is about 2,500 to 3,000 psi.
Oh, wow.
So, and it'll run up to about 40 gallons a minute. So you can imagine if you're running this through a drain line, not only is it breaking the sludge, the silt, the sand, everything loose that's lodged in that drain line, but it's flushing it out at the same time. So it's literally pressure washing the inside of that drain line.
Wow, that's crazy. For those of us in a home, the average pressure, what, 25, 30 psi? I mean, if you're opening up your hose bib, I mean, just guesstimating here, to where here we're not talking about 25 psi. You said 2,500 psi.
Right.
And you know, something else that I think is wild is when you look at the jetter and you're talking about hydrojetting, is you're fishing the line down there, but we're not pushing the debris. We're actually reciprocating this in and out, and it's kind of like when we spray off our driveway, it's washing it back at us.
It's liquefying it and flushing it out.
Yeah, towards the point of entry.
Yes.
Which, you know, Lord have mercy on somebody that accidentally pulls it out too far. You might get a face full of...
Definitely get a shower.
Yeah, get a little shower with whatever was in your sewer line. I'm not going to say, but could be pretty nasty. So I see that there's some different tips here. This guy, he looks serious.
Yeah, that's really a flushing nozzle, as you can see, because it's got 6 jets that are all facing backwards, and so this is really pushing a lot of water through that line at one time to flush all that stuff out of there.
Okay, cool. What's this lead? This makes me think of a Spartan. What's this little guy? What's he doing?
A little wedge head.
Wedge head.
As you can
I
see,
like it.
This one has actually 4 jets that are facing forward.
Okay.
So it's breaking all the debris up, the what's ever lodged in the line, the blockage in there.
Okay.
It's moving forward and it's cutting through that stuff, and it's being propelled by the
I
jets.
didn't see all those on the backside.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is a propulsion that pulls this thing through there, that pulls the hose and the head through the line.
Wow.
But with these penetrating jets, it's also breaking everything out in front of it.
So just with the wedge head, for example, Rob, can this dude cut through, if you have root intrusion, can it cut through roots in your sewer line?
Absolutely, it can. Yep.
Man, that's serious business, isn't it? So it cuts it up, mulches it up, and then these jets on the backside basically pull it back towards us and get it out of the line?
Right. Well, yeah, those jets on the backside is what pulls that in there. Like you were saying earlier, if you tried to put this on a water hose and you're trying to shove it in there.
Not going to work.
Exactly. But those jets are the jet propulsion that pulls that hose in there.
So this is not to wash it back. This is for cutting and breaking it loose. And this is actually almost like a rocket ship. That's
it. Yeah, you're holding onto the hose because it's pulling itself in the line.
Oh, okay. So far, this guy's wedge head's my favorite. And what do we got here?
This is a spinning head. So as you can see, the jets on this head actually are cut in at an angle. So it's rotating and spinning as it's going through the line. And this is designed for descaling lines. Like you've got an old cast iron line and you'll have scale that builds up on the inside of the line.
Okay.
With this rotating like that, it's getting 100% of the interior of that line cleaned out and flushed out to remove all that sediment and scale.
Wow, that's incredible. It's impressive how versatile this is, and it also shows how inadequate my strategy was going to be. This was definitely not going to work.
Yep, all wet.
And so, one last question for those out there that maybe need their line cleaned.
Yep.
They're experiencing chronic backups, and they need to get it hydrojetted and get it cleared out. This isn't something that anybody's going to plug any kind of tip or anything on your water hose and do it.
No.
This is going to be a trailer-pulled, motor-mounted water tank and all that. This is going to be a system.
Yeah, this is a large machine that's mounted on a trailer. It's got two 350-gallon tanks on it, so we're hauling 700 gallons worth of water.
Wow.
So it's doing a major job. So
that's cool. And you guys, we can do this commercially, residentially. Is there a limit to how big of a line we can clean?
No, we can clean up to 24-inch lines.
Okay.
And it's very useful for commercial applications.
Oh, yeah.
Because it removes the grease. So we can put some citric additive in the water as we're running through with the jetter to break down the grease. And then the jetter with the high pressure and the volume will flush all that out of it.
All right, sweet. Very cool. Well, now I feel like we've all gotten an education on hydrojetting, what it is, how it works, and when you might need it. So thanks for joining us, Rob. Thanks for the tips on it.
Absolutely.
And stay with us. We're always going to have more professions, more industries, and more tips for you right here on House Talk.
Hey, Oklahoma, if you need us anytime, day, night, 365 days a year, you can reach us at mulleninc.com. On the website, you can book the call directly, or we will reach back out to you if you need a quote, estimate, ask a question, whatever you need, we're here to help.